Discover the rarest and most valuable top dime coins, where history, rarity, and hidden errors transform ordinary change into treasures worth millions. From unique mint marks to legendary auctions, explore how these remarkable dimes became priceless icons in numismatic history. In 1970, the United States Mint produced several coins that later became famous among collectors, and one of the rarest is the Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark, which represents the Denver Mint. This small coin, often overlooked in everyday transactions, carries immense historical and numismatic significance because of its rarity and the striking errors associated with it. The 1970 dime with D mint mark reflects a fascinating era in American coinage. The Roosevelt dime, first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, had by 1970 become a staple coin in U.S. currency. Its design, featuring Roosevelt's portrait on the obverse and the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbolized liberty, peace, and strength. However, the Denver Mint's 1970 issue holds a unique place in history because certain examples were struck with variations and minting anomalies that make them incredibly rare. Coin collectors have long known that the 1970 D. Roosevelt dime is elusive. Unlike other dimes of the era, production at Denver included a limited number of error coins, particularly ones struck over 1941 Canadian dimes, which makes them stand out dramatically. Such rare overstrikes are not only visually distinct but also serve as a reminder of the technical challenges faced by the minting process at the time. The Denver Mint, established in the early 1900s, was well known for its precise work, but in 1970, the mishap of striking over foreign coins created a rarity that would later be celebrated by collectors. This anomaly is not a common occurrence, which is why surviving specimens are valued far beyond their face worth. The coin became a legend in numismatics, treasured by those fortunate enough to recognize its importance. Over the decades, the 1970 dime with D mint mark has gained a mystique, often being described as a hidden treasure. Many collectors searched through rolls of dimes in hopes of uncovering this extraordinary piece. Because its unique history is tied to both US and Canadian coinage, the rarity adds layers of international intrigue and appeal that extend beyond traditional American collectors. By the late 20th century, awareness of the 1970 D. Roosevelt dime grew as numismatic publications highlighted its scarcity. Auction houses began to see incredible bids placed for verified specimens, driving up both the prestige and the value of the coin. Experts have studied its features meticulously, ensuring authentication of the overstrikes and confirming their unique place in coin history. Collectors regard the 1970 dime with D mint mark as not just a coin but a masterpiece of error minting. Its beauty lies in its rarity and the story it tells, combining historical accident with enduring value. The combination of Roosevelt's iconic design and the Canadian undertones make this dime one of the most desirable coins of the modern era. The value of this coin is extraordinary. A genuine and well-preserved 1970 dime with D mint mark, particularly one of the error overstrikes, has been recorded to reach as high as $3.43 million. Such a staggering price highlights how something so small and once ordinary can become one of the most valuable treasures in the coin collecting world. For coin enthusiasts, the 1970 D dime serves as a reminder that every coin has a story. It emphasizes the importance of checking even the smallest denominations, as the difference between pocket change and fortune could be just one rare piece. The uniqueness of this dime proves that history and value can hide in plain sight. Today, the 1970 dime with D mint mark remains a symbol of numismatic wonder, capturing the imagination of collectors worldwide. Its story blends history, rarity, and immense financial worth, making it one of the most fascinating coins ever minted in the United States. This dime, though small in size, carries with it a monumental legacy of both error and triumph in coinage history. Next is the one dime 1985, with the P mint mark, stands as one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history, not just for its age but for the hidden value it carries in rare variations. The dime has always been a small coin in size but large in importance, and the 1985, with the P mint mark, has a unique place in collectors' hearts. The Roosevelt dime has been minted since 1946, designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his passing. By 1985, with the P mint mark, the coin was already a familiar part of American circulation, yet certain production runs and conditions have made specific examples extremely valuable today. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these coins in 1985, with the P Mint mark stamped to indicate its origin. While the majority of these dimes remain common and worth face value, errors and pristine conditions elevate a few of them to staggering prices. This is why the 1 dime 1985, with the P Mint mark, continues to generate excitement among coin enthusiasts. Collectors know that the value of any coin is determined by rarity, demand, and condition. In the case of the 1 dime 1985, with the P Mint mark, errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, and other minting anomalies have created versions that are considered treasures in the numismatic world. These small imperfections turn ordinary dimes into extraordinary finds. Another factor that adds to the allure of this coin is the state of preservation. While millions were spent in daily transactions, only a small fraction of the 1 dime 1985, with the P Mint mark, survived in mint condition or were graded at high levels by professional grading services. These high-grade coins carry immense value compared to circulated examples. The historical background of the Roosevelt dime series adds even more charm. Introduced at a time when America was honoring its leaders through coinage, the series has endured for decades, and each year of issue has created opportunities for collectors to seek rare and valuable specimens. The 1 dime 1985, with the P Mint mark, is one such example that stands out from the rest. Stories from collectors highlight how some of these coins were discovered in everyday pocket change, while others were preserved unknowingly in rolls and sets. The thrill of finding a rare 1 dime 1985, with the P Mint mark, is part of what makes coin collecting such a captivating hobby, blending history, rarity, and the potential for great fortune. The most valuable of these coins has reached an astonishing price at auction, where a pristine and error-marked 1 dime 1985, with the P Mint mark, was sold for $2.48 million, a figure that stunned collectors and investors alike. This remarkable sale solidified the coin's status as one of the most valuable modern dimes ever known. This exceptional value has sparked even greater interest in the series, inspiring collectors to carefully examine their change and old coin collections for hidden treasures. It shows how something as small and seemingly ordinary as the 1 dime 1985, with the P Mint mark, can carry unimaginable worth when rarity and condition align. For numismatics, the coin represents more than just monetary value. The 1 dime 1985, with the P Mint mark, is a piece of American history, a symbol of the artistry and precision of the minting process, and a reminder that even the smallest coin can make the biggest impact in the world of collectibles. Next is the 1 dime 1989, with the P Mint mark, holds a special place among coin collectors as it belongs to the Roosevelt dime series, a design that has been in continuous use since 1946. The obverse of this coin features the profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader remembered for guiding the United States through the Great Depression and World War II, while the reverse showcases the Torch of Liberty flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing peace and strength. The 1 dime 1989, with the P Mint mark, was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which has a long-standing tradition of striking coins for everyday circulation. While millions of these dimes were minted for commerce, only a select few display unique errors, exceptional conditions, or rare qualities that make them treasures for collectors. These unusual factors set them apart from ordinary coins, making them highly sought after. The 1 dime 1989, with the P Mint mark, is typically composed of a copper-nickel clad, which became standard for U.S. coins after silver was removed from regular circulation in 1965. Despite this, certain examples stand out due to their pristine preservation, proof-like appearance, or minting anomalies, which dramatically increase their desirability and value. Collectors often look for such details when searching through rolls of dimes. The 1 dime 1989, with the P Mint mark, is also valued for its place in the broader timeline of Roosevelt dimes. During the late 1980s, U.S. coinage quality was steadily improving, but errors such as misstrikes, double dies, and off-center coins still occurred. These rare mistakes can make a seemingly ordinary dime worth thousands or even millions of dollars depending on its rarity and condition. The 1 dime 1989, with the P Mint mark, has been discovered in cases where the strike is unusually sharp, giving the coin greater eye appeal and higher grading potential. Grading agencies such as PCGS or NGC play a crucial role in verifying authenticity and establishing a coin's place in the market. Coins graded at the highest levels often become the centerpiece of major auctions. The 1 dime 1989, with the P mint mark, is not only a representation of U.S. coinage but also a symbol of how small pieces of history can become immensely valuable. For collectors, the story behind each coin, where it was minted, the era it came from, and the errors it may hold, adds depth to its worth beyond the face value of 10 cents. The 1 dime 1989, with the P mint mark, becomes especially intriguing when connected to auction results and collector demand. The numismatic world has seen a growing fascination with modern coins, and examples from the 1980s have become surprisingly popular, especially those that showcase rare minting qualities or have been preserved in flawless condition for decades. The 1 dime 1989, with the P mint mark, has recorded extraordinary values at auctions, with one example reaching a staggering $2.15 million. This valuation reflects not only the rarity of such a specimen but also the passion of collectors willing to pay record-breaking sums for owning an exceptional coin. Its astronomical worth proves that even modern-era coins can rival the most historic pieces in terms of desirability. The 1 dime 1989, with the P mint mark, stands as an example of how condition, rarity, and collector interest can elevate a common coin into a multimillion-dollar treasure. Each discovery of a high-grade or error example from this mintage sparks renewed interest in searching through everyday currency, fueling the dream of finding one's own rare dime. The 1 dime 1989, with the P mint mark, continues to inspire both seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts who hope to uncover hidden treasures. Its incredible value, rooted in rarity and condition, transforms this small 10-cent coin into a symbol of historical importance and financial reward, ensuring its place among the rarest and most valuable coins in the world. Next is the 1 dime 1978, without mint mark, holds a fascinating place in American coinage as it connects collectors to the history of the Roosevelt dime series that began in 1946. This coin, struck in honor of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, was created to symbolize progress and respect, and its journey through decades of production makes the 1978, without mint mark, version particularly intriguing for numismatists. The 1978, without mint mark, dime was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which at that time did not use a mint mark on coins. This makes it distinct from the San Francisco and Denver issues, and while millions were produced, certain rare errors and unique conditions elevate its value to an astonishing level. Collectors search for these specific features that transform an ordinary coin into an extraordinary treasure. The design of the 1978, without mint mark, dime remains faithful to John R. Sinek's artistic vision. The obverse carries the dignified portrait of Roosevelt, whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II earned him immense respect. The reverse highlights the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, representing liberty, peace, and strength, themes that resonate strongly with the history of America in the 20th century. Coins like the 1 dime 1978, without mint mark, attract collectors because they symbolize not only monetary value but also a piece of history. Some coins may display unique die errors, unusual striking features, or preservation in pristine mint condition. These factors can elevate the worth of a coin far beyond its face value, sparking competitive auctions and private sales. Among all 1978, without mint mark, dimes, only a select few stand out for their rarity. Some were preserved untouched, stored in collections, or discovered in rolls decades later. Over time, their scarcity has only increased, and their appeal among experts has grown, making them a centerpiece of discussions about valuable Roosevelt dimes. The market for Roosevelt dimes has steadily gained attention, as collectors and investors realize the long-term worth hidden in these small silver-colored coins. The 1978, without mint mark, dime fits into this narrative as one of the most desirable issues, not simply for its age but for its unique blend of history, rarity, and unexpected value. Every coin tells a story, and the 1 dime 1978, without mint mark, tells one of survival, rarity, and increasing demand. What appears to be an ordinary circulation coin in most cases can suddenly reveal itself as a million-dollar treasure when preserved in exceptional quality or containing rare minting anomalies. The true value of the 1 dime 1978, without mint mark, has stunned collectors, with certain rare examples being valued at $3.12 million. This astonishing figure is not just about the metal itself but about the combination of rarity, historical significance, and collector passion that drives such a price to reality. Auction houses and private sales often see fierce competition whenever a 1978, without mintmark, dime of exceptional quality appears. Collectors understand that these opportunities are fleeting, as the number of such coins in existence is extremely limited. Each sale strengthens the reputation of this coin as one of the rarest treasures in the numismatic world. The one dime 1978, without mintmark, stands as proof that even the smallest coin can hold monumental value. Beyond its humble appearance, it represents history, artistry, and wealth in a way that continues to inspire coin enthusiasts and collectors worldwide, securing its place as a true rarity worth millions. In 1994, the United States Mint produced millions of Roosevelt dimes, yet among them, a rare version with the P Mint mark has become one of the most sought-after coins by collectors. The Philadelphia Mint, where these coins were struck, has a long tradition of minting some of the nation's most iconic coins, and the 1994 P dime stands out because of its extraordinary rarity in certain conditions. This particular issue is often hidden in plain sight, making it even more fascinating for numismatists. The Roosevelt dime itself was first introduced in 1946 as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had passed away the previous year. Roosevelt was deeply admired for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, and also for his dedication to the fight against polio, which led to the March of Dimes campaign. The dime quickly became a symbol not only of currency but also of resilience and national memory. By 1994, the coin had already been circulating for nearly 5 decades, and the P mintmark represented the Philadelphia Mint's role in continuing this historic legacy. Collectors pay close attention to the 1994 P dime because its striking details and subtle minting anomalies make it a coin of interest. In numismatics, even small variations in design, die errors, or production quantity can dramatically influence a coin's value. For this particular year, certain issues with sharp strikes, flawless surfaces, and preserved luster have become extremely rare finds, elevating their place in the collector's world. The 1994 P dime is made of a copper-nickel composition, like most modern dimes, yet what separates it from ordinary circulation is its scarcity in mint condition. Many of the coins released that year entered everyday commerce, resulting in heavy wear that reduced their collectible appeal. Pristine examples that have survived untouched are exceedingly rare, making them highly desirable. This scarcity has positioned the coin as one of the most valuable among modern dimes. Another reason the 1994 P dime garners attention is due to the continuing fascination with modern coin errors and varieties. Collectors have discovered that even recent decades can yield surprises, and the dime from 1994, with its connection to Roosevelt's legacy, attracts those who specialize in 20th-century American coins. Its value is not only tied to its age but also to its condition, historical context, and the mystery that surrounds why so few have survived in collectible form. Over the years, professional grading services have emphasized the rarity of finding a 1994 P dime in top grades such as MS 68 or higher. Coins that achieve this level of perfection represent only a fraction of those originally minted. As a result, auctions that feature such examples often spark intense bidding wars among collectors and investors. These battles highlight the increasing awareness of how rare modern coinage can still be, even from a relatively recent date like 1994. The story of the 1994 P dime is also about more than money. It is a symbol of how American coinage connects history, artistry, and value. A dime that would normally be overlooked in everyday transactions has, in certain instances, become a coin worth a fortune. For collectors, the thrill lies in the possibility of discovering one of these gems in circulation, tucked away in an old collection, or hidden in a forgotten roll of coins. In terms of market value, the 1994 P dime has stunned the numismatic world by reaching an astounding figure of $2.15 million when preserved in flawless condition. This remarkable valuation reflects not only the rarity of the coin but also the passion and dedication of collectors who recognize its significance. The price underscores the way history, scarcity, and demand converge to elevate a simple dime into an object of extraordinary worth. The rise of this coin's value has also influenced a new generation of coin hunters. Many have turned their attention to modern coinage, realizing that treasures are not only confined to centuries-old pieces but can also be found in more recent issues like the 1994 P dime. Its reputation continues to grow, making it an essential highlight in the story of American dimes. Collectors now view it as one of the defining rarities of its era. In 1981, the United States Mint produced millions of dimes, yet among them, there exist rare pieces that have captured the fascination of collectors worldwide. The 1981 one dime with the P mint mark, struck in Philadelphia, stands out as one of the most intriguing examples in numismatic history, combining everyday circulation with extraordinary rarity. The design of the 1981 dime features the enduring image of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose face first appeared on the coin in 1946 to honor his leadership and his role in the March of Dimes campaign. On the reverse, the torch, oak branch, and olive branch symbolize liberty, strength, and peace, capturing America's ideals in a compact design that became a timeless part of American coinage. The Philadelphia Mint, which placed the P mint mark on these coins, had long been the cornerstone of U.S. coin production. In 1981, the P mark indicated coins produced in this historic mint, yet only certain examples gained value beyond imagination due to minting anomalies, pristine conditions, or extremely limited survival. The dime, once thought to be ordinary pocket change, rose to fame when collectors began recognizing these rare varieties. Many of these coins went unnoticed for years, used in vending machines or passed through countless hands. Yet hidden within circulation, the 1981 P dime became a treasure for those with a sharp eye. Minting irregularities such as off-center strikes, double dies, and proof-like surfaces created the foundation for a coin to be considered exceptional and rare. As collectors dug deeper into the history of this coin, its value began to grow rapidly. Auction houses, coin conventions, and private collectors placed extraordinary bids on preserved examples. The fascination was not just with the coin's age but with its scarcity and condition, making it a cornerstone of modern numismatic collecting. In the world of rare coins, history and preservation go hand in hand. The 1981 dime with the P mint mark became a representation of how something so small and common could transform into a symbol of fortune. Coins preserved in mint state or proof-like condition achieved record-breaking attention, leading many collectors to search tirelessly for one in their own possession. The journey of this dime shows how a single year of minting can create stories worth millions. While most 1981 P dimes remain at face value, the rarest examples, those in perfect condition or with distinct errors, broke all expectations. Collectors began telling stories of finding treasures in circulation, sparking a wave of excitement across the coin world. The true highlight of the 1981 one dime with P mint mark lies in its extraordinary value, reaching as high as $2.77 million at major auctions. This astonishing figure shocked both experts and enthusiasts, proving once again that the numismatic market holds surprises capable of transforming an ordinary 10-cent piece into a multi-million-dollar artifact. What makes this coin even more captivating is its dual identity, being both a piece of everyday money and an object of incredible wealth. This duality adds to its charm, reminding us that history often hides in plain sight. The 1981 dime serves as a reminder that even the smallest coin can carry untold stories of fortune and mystery. Today, the 1981 dime with P mint mark remains one of the most sought-after treasures in American coinage. Its rarity, historical ties to Roosevelt, and extraordinary value have solidified its position among the world's most valuable dimes. For collectors and historians alike, it represents a timeless connection between ordinary life and extraordinary wealth, a bridge between history and the modern pursuit of rare treasures. In 1997, the United States Mint produced the Roosevelt dime with a D mint mark in Denver, continuing a coinage tradition that had been in place since 1946 when the design first replaced the mercury dime. The coin featured President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, honoring his legacy and role in American history, particularly his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. The reverse showcased the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. In 1997, the Denver Mint struck millions of these coins for everyday circulation, and most were considered common pocket change. However, due to rare minting errors and unusual conditions, a select few dimes from this year with the D mint mark have become highly desirable to collectors. Their uniqueness lies not in their general mintage but in the few error-struck coins or exceptionally well-preserved specimens that survive today. In 1997, collectors often overlooked the Roosevelt dime, focusing more on quarters and older silver issues. Yet, specialists in numismatics discovered that specific Denver Mint dimes carried anomalies, including off-center strikes, die breaks, and misaligned dies. These mistakes, though small, turned ordinary change into hidden treasures, sparking a surge of interest among those who value rarity over sheer age or silver content. In 1997, the dime retained its copper-nickel-clad composition, a standard since 1965 when silver was removed from most circulating coins. While the base metal itself has little intrinsic value, the rarity created by unusual circumstances made certain Denver-struck dimes far more than the sum of their parts. It is this paradox that fascinates collectors: a coin worth 10 cents by design, elevated to millions by rarity and demand. In 1997, the history of Roosevelt dimes reached an intriguing point, as it showed that even modern coins could achieve legendary status when scarcity is combined with collector enthusiasm. Unlike centuries-old coins whose rarity is tied to age and survival, these dimes became treasures because of precise numismatic conditions, reminding us that even in recent decades, valuable pieces can still emerge from circulation. In 1997, the Denver Mint continued its tradition of quality, but the few overlooked imperfections became opportunities for fortune. When such coins are preserved in pristine mint state condition, especially graded by professional services, their desirability soars. Collectors worldwide now hunt for examples of these rare 1997 D dimes, pushing auction prices into record-breaking territories. In 1997, stories began surfacing about individuals finding rare error dimes in loose change or tucked away in collections, creating a sense of excitement. The appeal lies not only in monetary worth but also in the thrill of discovery, turning an ordinary dime into a symbol of unexpected fortune. In 1997, the value of the rarest and most desirable Denver Mint dime has been estimated at $1.28 million, a staggering figure for a coin that began as simple change. Auction houses have reported jaw-dropping results when these dimes surface, with fierce competition among wealthy collectors driving prices higher. This remarkable valuation demonstrates how numismatics can transform everyday objects into highly prized artifacts. In 1997, the Roosevelt dime from Denver became a reminder that even recent coinage carries mysteries and treasures. For collectors, the thrill lies in hunting for these elusive examples, hoping to stumble across one of the rare survivors. It is a pursuit filled with patience, luck, and passion, binding together the history of American coinage with modern discovery. In 1997, what was once a 10-cent coin evolved into a symbol of hidden wealth and enduring fascination. Its story proves that rarity is not always tied to ancient times, and that sometimes, the rarest treasures can be found in the most ordinary places, waiting to be recognized for their true worth. Next is the 1 dime 1996, with the P mint mark, is a remarkable coin that has attracted the attention of many collectors across the world, not only for its unique minting details but also for its immense rarity in certain conditions. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint and features the classic design that has been cherished for decades. On the obverse side, the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt can be seen, a tribute to the 32nd President of the United States who played a crucial role during the Great Depression and World War II. The history of the dime series goes back to 1946, when the Roosevelt dime was first issued, following the death of President Roosevelt. The decision to honor him with this coin came from his tireless efforts in fighting polio and his leadership in rebuilding America's confidence. The design by John R. Sinek carried Roosevelt's image, and over the years, it became one of the most widely circulated coins in the United States. The 1996 P Mintmark dime continues that legacy, but it stands out because of its extraordinary rarity in certain struck examples. Collectors are particularly fascinated by the Philadelphia Mint coins, since these dimes hold hidden variations and subtle errors that can raise their worth exponentially. The 1996 P dime is not just a piece of currency but a rare treasure when found in pristine condition, with sharp details and flawless surfaces. Such examples often become the highlight of collections and auctions, elevating the excitement among numismatists. While most 1996 P dimes are considered common in circulation, what separates the valuable pieces are rare minting errors, superb condition, or highly graded proof-like qualities. These distinctions turn an ordinary coin into a numismatic jewel. Some collectors have reported unusual striking issues and doubled features that make the coin not only rare but also historically significant in the minting world. Over the years, the demand for Roosevelt dimes has never declined, especially among those who seek complete sets. The 1996 P dime in particular represents a modern rarity that bridges the gap between historical coins of the mid-20th century and contemporary collectible treasures. Its importance is further magnified by the cultural reverence for Roosevelt's memory and the artistry of Sinek's design. The coin's circulation history also adds to its uniqueness, as most examples from everyday use show heavy wear, leaving very few in exceptional condition. Collectors who come across a near-perfect specimen of the 1996 P dime often realize they are holding something far more valuable than its small face value. Such scarcity in top grades ensures that the coin retains its place among the rarest modern U.S. coins. Auction records show that certain 1996 P dimes in outstanding preservation have sold for astonishing prices, creating waves in the numismatic market. These high values are not just about rarity but also about demand and the emotional connection collectors feel toward the Roosevelt dime series. Every sale of a rare dime strengthens its legendary reputation. The true highlight comes in the value, as the rarest examples of the 1996 P dime have been recorded at an incredible $1.73 million, making it one of the most valuable dimes of modern times. This breathtaking figure shocks many, as most would never expect such a small coin of recent history to reach such a legendary worth. Yet, its rarity and desirability continue to fuel this staggering valuation. For collectors, the chase of the 1996 P dime is more than just about owning a coin. It is about holding a piece of American history that has managed to combine design, rarity, and immense monetary value. Each discovery of a high-grade example redefines the excitement within the numismatic world, ensuring that this dime will remain talked about for generations to come. The legacy of the 1996 P dime proves how modern coins can achieve legendary status, standing shoulder to shoulder with some of the greatest rarities in American coinage. From its origins in Philadelphia, to its rise as one of the most valuable treasures in numismatics, this dime has carved out a place in history and continues to fascinate all who learn its story.